Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to try something different this week. We are going to have me read. I am currently reading Beach Read by Emily Henry. I wanted to read like a more easy read after reading heavy book because the book was like a memoir about like a person's trauma and experiences growing up, and so I really needed like a book that was just like very easygoing, not a lot to like think about. And I am at like 46% I think on Goodreads, but I saw a video to do like screen time. One of the booktubers that I really like to watch is Destiny Sidwell. I think I will post her link in the video. I like some of her videos, but then some of them I have like 3 different people who I love watching, and then they all are friends, which is like so funny. But I really like her, and she did a video recently where like she looked at her screen time and basically read for each day for her screen time instead of being on her phone, and then like added for every time she was on her phone. And so I think that was like kind of how it worked. You guys would have to watch her video to like really like understand how she did it. I am just gonna read for like my screen time. wanted to pop in and do a quick little update. So I am now at like 56%, and we are now on chapter 19 of the book, and so definitely get in there. I'm gonna have to like move to like a chair because I definitely like, although I am very like into the book, I am like feeling that sleepiness of just sitting, or like maybe go sit outside and read. Just need to like change positions in order to kind of wake up a little bit. I'm gonna read for about like 30 more minutes because it's 11:30, and then I will probably I am back. The timer has gone off, so I have officially read for 3 hours and 19 minutes. I took like a couple of pauses here and there for like eating, and then, but otherwise, like, really didn't. Literally have just been like reading the entire time. Did kind of like move locations a couple of times. I sat outside for a good while, and so I am gonna finish the rest tonight when I get ready for bed, and just like lay in bed and finish the rest of it. It's like getting so cute and so good, you know, like any romance book, right? Tomorrow we will get back on it. Good morning. I am making some tea, and we're gonna get back to finishing this book. I read some of it last night off of the timer, but I was not able to finish it. So we are gonna try to finish that, and then we are gonna work on picking my next book. I already have a pretty good idea of which book I think I want to read next, and so there's only like a few more chapters, and so I was like really bummed that I couldn't finish it in time. But I also I'm like one of those people who like to go to bed by a decent time, so I cannot stay up late like most people can these days. Just not me. So, time to get to reading. Hey guys, so we have 2 hours and 31 minutes left, and then I have finished this book officially, finally. I felt like I was never gonna finish it, but we have finished it. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I honestly didn't think I was going to, because in the beginning I was kind of like not super like all about it, but it's like once you get about like 40% through, maybe 50%, that's when it really starts like getting interesting and you really start loving the characters. But I think the climax is when it really starts like you really start feeling the characters. I particularly just loved seeing how they grow. And so I think that was what really got it for me, as well as like I love writing myself. And would honestly not I would be happy to. I love like entering like my writing into different like competition like in my area. And so I love to just see like, how they grow like through their writing, and test out. Like I love the whole like idea that they test out like each other's creative writing styles. Like, so it's, I don't want to say anymore because otherwise I feel like I'm gonna spoil it. But I'm gonna give it 4 stars. And then so I have this love hypnosis, if I'm saying that right, love story. And this is one that I got on sale at the local Barnes and Noble here, which is now like, it's called like another name instead of Barnes and Noble, but I need to go in there one day. I have not checked it out. And so I would like to read this one at some point, but I also would really like to read, I have not read Summer's End, and I have been like, I read every book in this series otherwise, and so I really like, I'm kind of leaning towards like we'll read this one, and then we will also read the audiobook that I'm trying to work on finishing, which is Bridge to Haven by Francine Rivers. And I am about let's see, 4 hours and 16 minutes left. And if you look on Goodreads, I haven't recently updated it, but it said that I was like 50% through like last time, but I feel like I'm probably farther in. I feel like listening to the audiobook would be a good way for me to hopefully like, get some cleaning done, as well as, maybe go for a walk. It is a very dreary day here, but I feel like the audiobook would be a good way for me to like do the challenge, as well as like maybe do some other things like cleaning, and just kind of like work on putting the place back together, because I think that's been kind of a problem. And my mom is coming to visit on Sunday, and so I really want to like make sure my place is like top notch. So I've been trying to like work on cleaning my art room, or my craft room. I like to call it my craft room. And then also just trying to figure out like, my kitchen is giving me like, it's all over the place. So I'm thinking that is like what we're gonna do. I just need to figure out. I feel like I've been wanting to read this book because it gives me like the cozy vibes. So I feel like we're gonna read this one, but then also listen to the audiobook, because I feel like if we can get the audiobook done and start reading this one, that would be good. And then maybe after this one, we'll start on this one. I will say so far, I'm really loving the challenge, because I feel like it's encouraging me to read more rather than watch TV or watch YouTube, which I really like, because of the fact that I feel like a lot of times my like just mindless like thought is, oh, like let's go watch YouTube. And don't get me wrong, I do like watching YouTube, and I love watching different like, you know, crime podcasts and like different knitting podcasts, but at the same time, I really I want to read books as well, and I feel like I want to find encourage myself to get back into I remember when I was in middle school, I could read all day, and I would love to kind of slowly get back into that. So I am thinking we're gonna do that today. And so the challenge is paused right now, but we're gonna get back into it. I am going to work on making breakfast, eat breakfast, listen to my audiobook, as well as get some cleaning done and probably start getting ready. I just also think the audiobook would be great for washing dishes and cleaning up the kitchen some. So let's get to it. We are back. I have finished my 3 hours and 19 minutes. I am now almost done with my audiobook. I decided to just do the audiobook because I was doing a lot of cleaning, and I also finally started on a project that had just been sitting around forever, which is painting that rack that I'm gonna hang up to use for my knitting projects, or just a bunch of my knitting bags. So just to get them off the floor. But I didn't like that it was the color red. Don't judge me, I'm just not big on red, so I wanted to paint it something else. So we're working on that now. I need to let the color dry so that I can start back on doing another cover, as well as going ahead and doing some designs, because I got green as well, because I want to kind of use my other paintbrushes to do some little designs and everything in it, like vines or something. And so we're at chapter 18. Don't know if you can see that. My light looks so bright. Yeah, chapter 18. And we only have 20 chapters in the book. So honestly, I will probably just go ahead and finish the chapters just because I'm so excited to be finally finishing them. And it was this audiobook that took me forever to get through. I like that things are finally starting to get to a good place in the book, and I really enjoyed the book. I've liked it. I just think that whereas some people love audiobooks, I have to be doing something while I'm listening to the audiobook. I cannot just sit and do nothing. I have to at least be sitting and knitting or something. I can't just or cleaning. I can't just sit and listen to an audiobook or just do audiobooks. A paperback book, I actually feel like I have something I can be engrossed in. And so tomorrow I have a festival, and I also have the farmers market. So I am kind of thinking that we're gonna just do a 2-day one this time. So I finished my beach read, and I am almost done with Bridge to Haven. Almost done. I got through a good amount of chapters because I was only on chapter 15. So, and the each individual chapter, because it's an audiobook, it's 30 to 45 minutes long, sometimes an hour. So I used that time to really like vacuum and start on project, work on cleaning things that I wanted to clean, really like do all those tasks. And so that is what we're gonna do, as well as but I feel like I would love to do another one of these because I feel like it was very like nice to just like take time to just be like, this is all we're gonna do, except for and try to aim for finishing more books. So if you guys like this, let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.